Hello everyone. I am here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 11, the reunion part 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've returned and you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So we're discussing this whole debacle that went down in Nene's closet and how Nene was throwing people left and right. People was getting hemmed up. People was getting choked up. But we got a flashback to when she was telling Portia, you can't be out here attacking people on camera. She was like, well, didn't you attack somebody? I didn't do it on camera. But now we fast forward and then we see Nene, pull the cameraman, grab his shirt and just like yeet him back real quick. But Portia's like, when you in your emotions, like when I was chasing Jamie down the alleyway or when I drug Kenya across the floor like I was trying to use her as a mop. When you in your emotions, you're not really thinking about the camera and everybody looking at you. You just in rage mode. So that's another thing. And out of everything that went on, Nene said the only thing that bothered her was people was cussing. So it didn't bother you that you yeeted the doggone cameraman. People were scared for their lives. Like none of that bothered you. But people was cussing. That's what bothered you? I was like, okay. Apparently, like, the cameraman had to go to the hospital. He had a cracked tooth. She choked the producer out. Nene, she don't remember none of that. But then we had to look over at Marlo. Like, Marlo, it seemed like you was doing a little bit of instigating. You was telling them to go in there and get them try on clothes and take clothes. But she's like, I was just joking. Now, here's the thing. Nene at some point in time was being shady towards Candy. Was like, Candy, you ought to see my closet. My closet, put your closet to shame. Girl, my closet is the best closet it's ever been since closets was made. And Candy took that as an invitation that I can go into your closet. Yeah, I could say you need to see my closet, but that's when I invite you to see my closet. This I say that's like me saying, okay, you can come over for a barbecue, and then you just show up like where the barbecue at. Like when it's a barbecue happen, that's when you come over. But like when she told them don't go in my closet, I don't care if she thought she was joking or not, don't go in there. But Nene, she don't remember producers getting choked out. She says that the cameraman only had a chip tube, it didn't fall out. And I guess the cameraman, his head got like drug across the wall. Like a lot of mess was going on. Portia's like, I was leaving out the closet and I felt somebody like grab my belt, kind of like push me forward. It was just a lot of mess going on. I was like, Nene was being very violent. I'm like, I'm glad they didn't show all that because like that seemed like it was a lot of mess. When we talked to Cynthia, she's saying how Noelle's doing a lot better and that, her family is a package deal. Noelle and Leon, if you want to be with me, you just got to expect they're going to be in my life. Noelle is my daughter. Leon is my daughter's father. And he's going to want to get to know and, be around the person that is around his daughter. I was like, okay, I understand that. I still wish that they would get back together, but that's not going to happen at all. But, she does say that if Will is to ask her to move to LA, she would consider it. I was like, okay. And like, people talk about she's rushing into things with Will because they didn't talk about marriage. I'm like, Cynthia 50 years old out here. Like, if they feel that it's the time for them to go, let them do it. Like, some people like, girl, what's taking you so long? You should have been married that man. But some people like, girl, what you rushing for? You ain't known that man but a year. I'm like, some people, it don't take them that long to find out that you the one I want to be with. I don't want to be with nobody else. It don't matter what anybody else says. So, now we got to discuss Eva and her finances. Marlo said 3 of Eva's bridesmaids was talking about her finances. And here's my thing. They talking about her living in a raggedy house and all this, that, and third. Where she lives at, how is that affecting you, Marlo? If she's living in the projects, how is that affecting you? Are you paying her rent? Are you financing anything for her? Because I'm a cheap person. I do not deny that at all. I likes me a good deal. Loves me some Ross Dress for Less. Loves me some Marshalls. Loves me some Burlington. I wouldn't want to be out here going into debt trying to get this big old house just so I can, appease you guys so I could be stunting on y'all. No, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm giving you a nice little house for me and my family. I don't want no doggone $400,000-$500,000 house. Well, I guess you living in Atlanta, that's how houses are. But like, you also gotta realize you can go from multi-million-dollar houses to you around the corner and you in the hood. Seen it for myself, cause my husband, my uncle, he used to live in the hood. And me and my mom was visiting him in Atlanta. And we was like, oh, look at all these multi-million-dollar houses. And yeah, Evander Holyfield used to live over there. Kid you not. Not a minute later, we drove around the corner. I was like, this is like your neighborhood. And it was his neighborhood. So I guess like living in Atlanta, like the houses is more expensive. But like, it's just the three of y'all. Like a little 4-5 bedroom house. It ain't even gotta be all that big. Long as it's for y'all. That's my thing. But Eva says it was only one bridesmaid. It was over talking about her finances. I don't know what happened to them two, but like I guess after the wedding, this particular bridesmaid was in her feelings, so she got to go out here and talk about people's finances. I was like, okay, so if Eva doesn't have as much money as Candy, what? So if she's in debt, so that don't concern me no way at all, because her finances has nothing to do with me, because I'm not gonna be helping out with no money. But she did say that she had to do a few little quick gigs before she got married to pay off some things. She rented some dresses. I was like, I mean, I don't blame you. Like, you was only be wearing this dress one time. I ain't spent all that money. Like, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all this before. Me and my husband, we was going to elope. His mama and his cousin got one of this, and they're like, we throwing y'all wedding. The only thing I had to do was get my dress, some shoes, and me a little veil, and show up. That's all I had to do. His cousin, she's good at decorating and stuff. She got a church together. The place where we had our reception, she got together. They got food together, and we had it. And I wasn't out here spending a lot of money, and I wasn't out here going into debt. But she said that, a few little, like, posts on Instagram, like one post is like $40,000. And I was like, I need to get into that business. Somebody tell me how you can make money on Instagram. Please. Let me know, because your girl would love some coins. But anyways, Candy says that it was multiple bridesmaids who was out here talking about her, talking very negative about her. Like, Candy know everybody. So she knew this particular person that was out here, just upper kind of trash Eva's name. I was like, you got your nerves on and audacity. You was up in this girl's wedding there to support her, and whatever went on wrong with y'all, you was out here dogging her name. Like, like, I don't care if we fall out and we ain't spoke to each other in 5 years. I'm not going to be out here dragging your name in the mud. Marlo talking about some Eva had a whole relationship with some married woman while she was in LA that starts with a C. I'm like, Marlo, I don't know what it is that Marlo don't like Eva. But she needs to get over that. Y'all, I'm trying my best to keep these braids in as of tomorrow, which is the 22nd. My braids will be in for a month. And I'm trying to keep them in there for 2 months. And I think, like, by the middle of the week, I'm going to be wearing a scarf, because my edges is going to be looking rough. So if y'all see me with scarves all the time, that's why. Just giving y'all a heads up. Don't judge your girl. I'm just trying my best to keep these braids in, because I love not doing anything to my hair. So we got to talk about Eva and her moving to this place and that place. And she was like, maybe it's just me, but it seemed kind of like she got a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, which is the biological father of her daughter. Things went south, things got physical, and she got a restraining order. And somebody decided to be messy and be mean and put her address out there, and this particular ex-boyfriend found where she was. Now, that's what I got out of it, because she was saying how there was a restraining order against him. Somebody decided to put her address and her driver's license and all that stuff out into the streets, as Miss Joyce would say, Mama Joyce would say, and he found out where she was. That's why she's always on different locations. Like, it's a safety reason. Now, I don't remember what her ex-boyfriend's name is, but like, through passing, I heard that, he a little crazy and he got issues. So we gonna wish well for Eva that she ain't gotta go through that mess no more. Now lastly, you guys, watching this episode, I kind of had a change of heart slightly with how Nene was feeling. Is Nene putting 20 on 10? Maybe, but these are her feelings. And I can see how she could come to like feeling like, dang, are y'all really my friends? Because when we show, that beautiful bean footage, we show Cynthia at her party and she goes up to Will like, I gotta act like I didn't know Kenya was coming. Now, she done already said 3, 4, 5, 6 times that she didn't know that Kenya was coming. And then we had this conversation where, an audio of her on the phone with Candy, and Candy's like, I'm Mike, and like, okay, we got our story together that we didn't know Kenya was coming. Now, it seemed like they was kind of being messy, and Nene being the person he is probably, she's sensitive, she been going through some things, looking at that is like, okay, y'all was out here plotting some things. And then when we see Kenya at the party, she's like, girl, you knew I was coming, like, was that like, even though you didn't invite me being your girl, I was gonna come anyway? Or was that a girl, you invited me, of course I was coming, you knew I was coming? Like, was it you knew I was coming, or girl, you know I was coming? We don't know, but Nene is feeling like, okay, Cynthia and Candy, they done got together, they knew Kenya was coming, they knew that me and Kenya had been going back and forth. Kenya had supposedly been saying some stuff on the internet, kind of trash and, not really, showing Nene in a good light. And then on top of that, when Nene was having her party, Cynthia out of her own mouth was like, hey, you should let Eva know that Giovanna was coming to this party, since Giovanna, she had this big issue that Eva didn't recognize her. So maybe you should be telling, Eva that Giovanna was coming to the party. So like if you thought enough about, saying, okay, tell Eva that she's coming, then how come you couldn't tell Nene that, hey, Kenya was coming? But she's like, I didn't know Kenya was coming, but like all these little audios and you telling me I gotta act like I didn't know she was coming. It's looking kind of shady. And this is where I'm like, Nene, she was being very extra at the party and at the reunion. Talking about Kenya being whatever she called Kenya. She was being very mean there. But like, I can kind of see how her feelings, why she's feeling these things towards Cynthia. Like, I can't tell her how she should have, what her feelings should be, but I can understand, like, okay, you seeing this, Cynthia's supposed to be one of your best good friends, like a sister to you, and you seeing all this stuff, you in your feelings. I can see how she's starting to feel this way. So, that was basically the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. If you're retired and you a family member and you one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.